What's up, everybody? Episode 37, AfterNoonWave. Oh, man. Week went by too fast. Really too fast. Man, lots of fun shit happened this weekend that you guys will get to see very soon. Also, Sunday sucked. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, and those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out soon enough. I'll leave it up to you to figure that out. Well, we have a lot to get through today because, well, the weekend always leaves us a bunch of shit to talk about. And, we have a lot of stuff. And I figured we'll see how your guys' weekend was.
And it's a band. Well, now you're banned.
Thanks for subscribing over on DLive. Well, Sunday is good for those of you who got to spend time with your moms and stuff like that. That's awesome. And for those of you who spent time with your moms, good job. You guys did what you should have been doing instead of, I'm nowhere near where my mom lives, and so I didn't get to see her. But, yes, Teddy Beal is a Kung Fu master. And, Cobra Kai, I hear, is great. I haven't started the second season yet, but the first season was pretty damn good. And it's one of those shows where YouTube got it right, and it's weird that they're not, running to any shit with them not being crazy politically correct. I don't know. DLive's always been fine for me. I have no issues over on DLive. I also use the app, but it's a decent enough platform as a nice little alternative, I guess. If you have any frame drops or anything like that, please feel free to refresh, because my internet and OBS are already starting off stupid. And, I do have to, deal with that shit as it is. I do have to do one thing because I just saw it. I hate Mother's Day. Oh, sicko. Wait, are you saying Sunday was bad because of Game of Chairs? Don't tell me you watch that faggot show. I do watch that show, and it has been good up until, I don't know, recently. But the main show that everyone should be watching is Throne of Bones. It's Teddy Beal's TV show based on his book, which is not a ripoff of Game of Thrones, guys. It is not a fucking ripoff of Game of Thrones at all. All right. I enjoy it. See, people, it's subjective. It's subjective. But we have something that will make your day today. Like it says, the captain's debut. Apparently, the captain will be joining some things very soon. And Throne of Bones sounds like a gay porn parody. Throne of Bones is Vox Day's trash, and Vox Day is Vox Day, and he's human garbage. Yes, Matt has figured it out. I'm talking about the captain. AIDS with an E at the end, because I don't want to get hit by the algorithm, even though we know what it means. Throne of Bones sounds like a horrifically bad D&D module. I don't know. It could be bad. It could be good, Oh, man. Me and Sicko filmed a bunch of stuff this weekend. That was a lot of fun to film. And I'll be working on the edit on the actual shit that we're going to be dropping soon. There's one person in this audience who has had the pleasure of seeing it, because I decided to give someone a small sneak peek of what we got going on. And they enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. You tend to enjoy Blues Dolls stuff, and she enjoyed it. So we'll see how you guys feel about it very, very soon. However, what I'll ask you guys to do is throw a like on the video, or dislike if you fucking hate me and fucking want to see me rot. But let's jump into the first story, and this is a few days old. However, the footage came out recently of what happened, and well, Florida. That's not saying enough. Florida cop arrests man over free speech. Now, things have occurred after the fact, and we'll dive into that as well. But I want you guys to see the situation, and I want you guys to see how it went in order to get to this point where apparently in Florida they have a depravity law, and it's really interesting that you can't have certain things on you.
1026.
Some heroes wear
Pretty pulling into Columbia glass tent.
pirate hats and have purple hair. So this is the stop. The gentleman has "I eat ass" written on the back of his truck, and he gets pulled over. Well, I don't know if he got pulled over. I couldn't tell if they were running their things or if the cop just decided to pull in behind him. The audio quality is not mine. Actually, it wasn't, Matt. This cop actually cites it. So either they're still running it and still available to use it. It's in the statute still. But basically, this cop explains it to him shortly, and it makes absolutely no sense.
Derogatory. What's going on, gentlemen? My name's Deputy English. Hey, man, the reason I'm pulling you over is your derogatory sticker on the back of your truck. What is that? How's it not derogatory?
It's words.
It's words, okay. What does those words mean?
It means he eats ass. What you don't get about that, officer? I mean, come on. He eats that booty like groceries. Get over it, fucking dude. Jesus Christ, boomer.
It's ass and eats.
I eat ass, okay? So some 10-year-old little kid sitting in the passenger seat of his mama's vehicle looks over and reads that I eat ass and asks his mom what it means. How's she going to explain that?
That's the parents' job, not my job.
Okay, let me see your driver's license and your registration. Sir, you got ID on you also?
That's the parents' job. Well, I mean, technically it is the parents' job because you can't control other people's actions. What if the kid hears someone drop the F-bomb and the kid's like, "Mom, what's a fuck bag?" Well, do you get mad at the person? It might be a little insensitive of the person to be swearing in front of a kid or in the vicinity of a kid. However, it's still the parent's responsibility to own and explain the situation and why you don't say that or why you don't use that word, you know? Okay, gotcha, Matt.
Illegal inside the vehicle, sir. Any drugs, guns, or knives? Large amounts of U.S. currency, dead bodies, or hand grenades?
He just asked if... Oh, nice. This isn't my video. Yeah. Apparently, he asked if there was a dead body. You have any dead bodies in your truck?
All right, hang tight for me. Mr. Webb, step out of your vehicle, please. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Step out.
Even complies with the officer, doesn't make a big ordeal, allows the officer to pat him down for weapons.
What's that?
Is there a problem with everything?
Is there a problem?
Yeah.
I'm going to explain it to you. Step back here. We're in front of my patrol car. Here's your driver's license back. Here's your buddy's ID back, all right? Here's your proof of insurance and your registration, okay? Listen to me. What you have on the back of your window, okay, is a misdemeanor in the state of Florida, okay? I have 4 kids. A 14-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-month-old.
And what if my 4-month-year-old is like, Dad, I eat ass? It's like, come on, dude. No one cares that you have fucking kids. You're not there to enforce rules so your children don't have to, I don't know, see certain things. You're there to enforce the rules of the road. You're obviously a patrol unit. And all you're there is to make sure you give people speeding tickets and shit. Words on the back of a car, you're not the morality police, and you're not there to, I don't know, impose your will upon people. Come on, man. I don't give a fuck if you have 27 kids. No one cares.
If my 6-year-old was to look at me and be like, Dad, what does IE ass mean? Okay, I'd be furious, all right? And the way that we handled this situation, okay, I'm not pleased with. So what I did is I issued you a court date, all right? So you can go explain it to the Columbia County court system.
Okay.
All right, you just sign right here. All right, this isn't saying that you're guilty. It's just stating the fact that I gave you a copy of your notice to appear, okay? You're going to have a court date. It's going to be on May 23rd at 8 o'clock.
So the guy doesn't resist. The guy doesn't act out. The guy doesn't do anything to come across as resisting arrest, anything like that. He literally is just very polite to the officer and handles the cop the way they should be handled. You take your citation and fight it in court.
There's
a week in between. Where's it at? Where's the
May 23rd at 8 a.m.
May 23rd? Was that a Monday?
All right, sir. And this is my copy. This is your copy. I'm gonna have you take off one of those letters so that the word.
But yes, thank you for liking the video, guys, and to the 2 dislikers, I appreciate you too. But yeah, so if you guys could continue to like it, let's get closer to the number of people we have watching. Shit. All right, so I believe it's right here.
It's all on that ticket right there. So, all right, hang tight right there for me then. Take off one of those letters so that the word.
You're not infringing my First Amendment right. You're not doing that. I'm gonna need a copy of your ID too.
It's all on that ticket right there. So.
Sorry, the apparently the vocals aren't synced. The guy just told the officer after he requested he take off a letter, he's like, "No, you're infringing on my First Amendment rights. I'm not going to do that."
All right, hang tight right there for me then. Yep.
Take off the eye. It just says eat ass.
Hey, so I pull this Mr. Dylan Webb over because he has a statement on the back of his truck that says I eat ass. Okay, it's a misdemeanor in the state of Florida. All right, I issue him a notice to appear. I asked him to take one of the letters off so that it is no longer derogatory, and he is refusing. Is that not resisting?
No.
All right. What are you charging him with? I'm charging him with obscene riding on a vehicle.
Okay. What's the statute say?
It says... It says, except as provided in paragraph 1 Charlie, a person who knowingly has in his or her possession, custody, or control any obscene book, magazine, periodical, pamphlet, newspaper, comic book, story paper, written or printed story or article, writing paper, card, picture, drawing, photograph, motion picture, film, any sticker, decal, emblem, or other device attached to a motor vehicle containing obscene descriptions, photographs, or depictions, any figure, image, photograph, record, wire, tape, recording, any written character, goes on, or perpetrating to be for an obscene use or purpose without the intent to sell, lend, give away, distribute, transmit, show, transmute, or advertise the same commits a misdemeanor of the 2nd degree.
So what I don't understand is if okay, so he took this and is reading this out of, I don't know if it's, like Matt said, potentially an old statute book, but that's pretty fucking insane. Like, if you listen to the things they list as derogatory, literally TV can be considered, like, there's so many things that could be considered derogatory based on that statute alone. So I don't know if this cop is living in the fucking, like, I don't know, 50s and citing like a fucking book that's like super old, or if he's just a moron and is really trying to enforce a law that obviously is fucking ridiculous and would get turned over in the Supreme Court faster than you could fucking blink at.
Okay. And he's refusing to remove it from
His back glass.
his back glass. Is it a citable offense, like a traffic citation?
No, it's a misdemeanor. Like it's in the quick reference guide, but it's not a citation. Like when you go to issue a citation for it, it won't let you issue a citation. So I did.
What's the statute number?
847.
Hold on.
See, I'm wondering if whoever he's calling into his sergeant or whoever is going to try and look it up, and then they're gonna say anything, because I only watched to about this point. I'm like, yeah, this isn't that bad.
847.
Dot.
Refresh if you got a little bump right there, guys.
011
011.
subsection 2.
Sorry about the poor audio. It's the dash cam or his body cam's audio, and it's just fucking really, really bad, guys. But I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at it, because this is I think this in any other state, this would be something that's not a big deal, you know? I understand it's to prevent porn on people's cars, etc. But okay, let's say they have because you see it out at road shows and car shows where the person has, you know, a big titty bitch painted on the side of their van, on the hood of their car, and you know, whether it's Hispanic, white people, all these fucking creepers. I'm gonna say creepers, but you know, they fucking put titties on their car. Is that derogatory? Or is it a statement of your First Amendment, which art is protected? Thanks, Guillermo. Yeah, truck nuts would be illegal too, because it's attached to the car. Trying to find where he actually starts talking to his sergeant. The statement is, "I eat ass," on the back of the guy's car. Yeah, and you're exactly NorCal local, lowriders, exactly. And you used to see, you know, like the vans with like big titty Viking bitches on the side, shooting lasers and shit out of their car. Well, okay, truck nuts. Okay, if they come loose and fall off, they can cause damage. I understand maybe that being slightly banned, but a statement of "I eat ass" is just like, okay.
Dylan Webb was born on June 3rd, 1995.
I don't believe so. Not in Columbia County.
How old is he?
20.
Do the math.
25, 23.
Yes, 23, almost 24.
So,
He was born in 95.
fucking physically arrest him, take him to jail, and tow his shit.
Okay.
Take him to jail and tow his shit. Jesus Christ.
I'm good with the statute. It says I eat ass.
It literally says, all in capital letters, I eat ass.
Like how is it like covering the entire windshield? Is it small?
It's about 5 to 6 inch letters, bold, capitalized, in white letters on the back window. It takes it's as big as this third brake light.
All right. Make sure you take pictures of all of that.
Yeah, I already got the pictures.
Arrest him, take him to jail, tow his shit. That way you can get it off the road. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And then what do I do for the notice to appear? Do I just change it to a warrant affidavit and then request?
You still have it there, so change it from citation to arrest report.
Jesus. Okay, what I want to know is this cop's asking so many fucking questions like he's brand new. Like, doesn't it sound like the way he's asking questions? And maybe it's to be 100% by the book in their eyes and what they're supposed to do. But why is he asking, like, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? Do I just get rid of the citation and I cite him an arrest record? Like, it seems like this guy is just trying to find whatever. And you know, when they tow this dude's truck, that's going to cost a shit ton of money for the dude to get it out once he gets bailed out.
Use the same number.
Yeah, well, I haven't transmitted it yet, so.
Right in there that you give him the option to receive a court date for the infraction, with the understanding that he would remove one of the letters so it was not obscene any further and continue on his way. And he's refused. So charge him with resisting.
Okay.
Charge him with
How is that resisting? Resisting what? Resisting what?
that statute and then tow his shit.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Let me see your hands. Place your hands behind your back.
For what?
Place your hands behind your back.
For what?
Because you're going to jail, son.
For what? For what?
Because I gave you the option to take that off your window, okay? That is a violation of a Florida state statute, and it is a misdemeanor, okay?
What misdemeanor?
And then I asked you to take it off, and you refused. Let's step back here.
You ever got my phone up?
No, you're going to step back here.
So, the gentleman, are you fucking kidding me? The gentleman was booked, was taken down to the jail, and guess what? Charges dropped against Florida man arrested for I eat ass sticker on his truck. Now, charges have been dropped against a Florida man who claimed his rights were violated after he was arrested last week for sporting an I eat ass sticker on his truck. In a May 9th letter to the Columbia County Sheriff's Office, Assistant State Attorney John Foster, so the DA, Durrett, stated that all charges against 23-year-old Dylan Webb have been dropped, and that his I eat ass sticker is in fact protected by the First Amendment. Having evaluated the evidence through the prism of Supreme Court precedent, it is determined that the defendant has a valid defense to be raised under the First Amendment of our U.S. Constitution. Given such, a jury would not convict under these facts, Durrett said in the letter. Last Sunday, Webb was pulled over on Highway 90 after an officer with the Columbia Sheriff's Office spotted the I eat ass sticker. According to Lake City Reporter, the deputy claimed the sticker violated Florida Statute 847.011, which deals with possession and distribution of obscene material. The officer then instructed Webb to remove one of the letters from the I eat ass sticker, to which he refused, and promptly arrested for resisting without violence and possession of obscene material. Webb was later released on a $2,500 bond. An attorney for Webb told Ann Schindler of First Coast News that a lawsuit against the Columbia County Sheriff's Office is now likely. Now we transition from defense to offense. First Amendment was our defense. What is Sheriff Hunter's defense? We'll find out. So, yeah, there you go. it's supposed to be about distribution of obscene material. A statement that was McGregor, by the way. That was just a click to another article, not the same guy. But yeah, so it was protected under the First Amendment. Even thankfully the DA isn't stupid enough to try and press this issue. If the DA would have moved forward with this and tried to press the issue, it would have been just a waste of money. It would have been a massive, massive waste of money. The officer, okay. So the officer did his due diligence, and I don't think you can really sue him personally because simply he's like, hey, here's what I'm wanting to cite him on. He went to his commander or whoever he was on the phone with, and that person advised him to what's it called? Cite him under certain rules and followed procedure based on what we see, right? Now, should they have known better and should they have understand the statute? Yeah. Because now they have to deal with the fact that he's going to sue them. He's also going to win because he was wrongfully arrested, and the fact that they don't seem to understand or be following that it's obscene language, but it's not like distribution of obscene materials. So if and even still, like, art is protected under the First Amendment. That's how fucking Kathy Griffin was able to fucking do that shitty ass thing she did, where it's cutting off fucking the president's head and shit. That's how it was protected. And all because the cop didn't like it. Yeah, because he had kids. He didn't like the statement. Great example why hate speech should never be a thing. Everything is offensive to someone. Exactly, and that's the situation. He'd have to sue him as a private citizen and not as a cop, but they're gonna sue. They're gonna sue the city or the sheriff's department in the long run, because simply you got to look. He had to take a bond. Hopefully he'll get his $2,500 back. I don't know how bonds work, especially when charges are dropped. He'll also have to pay for the impound fees, because I highly doubt they're giving him back all that, his car, without fucking paying the impound fees, because that's why cities like impounding cars, because they get a chunk of whatever the cost of keeping it there are. I mean, a good example, my car, when I was probably like 23, 22, I had a little old Honda. Well, it wasn't old at the time, but I had a 98 Honda Civic. And someone basically broke in and stole it with a shaved key and took it out into the country area of the Central Valley and parted it down, took the tires off, which was the biggest piss off of all, is that they stole the alloy wheels and the tires, which were brand new, and I had put them on about a month before. And so they do that. They take the tires, they take the instrument cluster, and that's it. They don't steal anything else. They don't steal anything under the hood of the car. They don't take the CDs. They take my golf clubs, which my dad gave to me, which was a full set of ping clubs that were very nice and very expensive, and wedge the bag and clubs under the car to hold it up when they remove their jack. And, well, it gets left on the side of the road. I report it stolen. CHP's like, oh, we found it. It's at this yard. Okay. Well, you think the tow company put wheels or some sort of thing on it to move it up? Nah, they just drug it up. There, you could tell by the fact that it was covered in dirt under the body and the way there was caked in material. And I actually had a really good friend of mine who was a mechanic at the time take a look at it, and it was going to cost me about, I don't know, $2,000 to $3,000 just to repair the undercarriage and all the shit that they did to the car when they drug it up on the truck. And then they also wanted, because CHP reported it to me, I don't know, several days later that they had recovered it and that they just didn't know that it had been sitting in the lot. I would have had to pay $150 per day for storage of my vehicle, plus the cost of repairing it, plus new rims and tires. And my rims were just standard stock rims. They were the stock alloys for the SIs. And, well, AG got a... No, they didn't take my golf clubs. They took golf clubs and shoved them under the car that they had stolen to use as the holding point. Bent all the shafts. And it's Jovi, it's more like this, man. Those were something given to me by my dad who's dead. So there was memorial behind it. Plus, I mean, they were an expensive set of clubs that he bought and passed on to me because he couldn't play anymore. But basically, they shoved them under the car and it bent all the shafts on the club. So the expense in that, the expense in getting new rims and tires and all that shit. And what do I have to do? I have to pay to get it out of the fucking lot, even though I had and wasn't the person who brought it to the storage or towing lot. I wasn't the one who said to do that. I didn't look into the vehicle. I just said, you know what? This is an abandoned vehicle on the side of the road. I'm going to tow it and drop it in the lot. No, don't look up who owns it. See if there's a police report or anything like that. Store it for multiple days, then wait, and then report it to the person who's reported it stolen. It was probably a good, I don't know, it would have cost me about $1,500 to get it out of the lot. And then it would have cost me about $2,000 to $3,000 to have it repaired. And it's like, come on. Like, I was young. I didn't have that kind of money at the time. So I just said, fuck it. And just fucking walked away from it. Grabbed the shit I wanted out of it. They didn't even steal my fucking CDs. And I had probably about, I don't know, 500-600 CDs in a massive case. So, seems to me like this is the kind of shit you run into because they want to make money off your ass. The tow yards want to make money off your ass. And it's always the same fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? It's always the same shit. And this kid, his tow was not free. They're going to charge him for his tow. They're going to charge him for holding his car overnight or multiple days because he was arrested. And so he was probably sitting in jail a couple of days. But, you know, don't make right by the shit when the police fuck up. Just, you know, make the person actually stick to it and actually have to pay for it them fucking selves. Let's move on. Lindsey Graham is coming out of the closet. No, not the closet. Lindsey Graham is coming out about the Steele dossier and wants some shit released to the public that is redacted and should be seen by the public.
To declassify a key document in the FBI Russia investigation. Senator Lindsey Graham saying it will prove the FBI knew the Steele dossier was unreliable, but moved ahead on investigating the Trump campaign anyway. Here's Chris Swecker, former assistant FBI director, earlier on America's Newsroom.
So, this shit will, I don't know if this will ever see the light of day. It might. We have a Republican-built Senate right now, and hopefully they'll be able to get it declassified. I mean, they gave the Democrats what they wanted with an unredacted version of the Mueller report, and I think it's only fair if Barr is going to start investigating this shit that a unredacted version of what led to the FISA warrant comes out.
FISA is a process that's been entrusted to the FBI. It's a very intrusive process. You have to be honest and straight up with the judges. I think that there are some strong indications that there was some FISA abuse here.
Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge has more on all this. Hey, Catherine, good morning.
Thank you, Sandra. Good morning. Citing newly released records, 3 Senate Republicans now question whether a senior State Department official warned the FBI about the anti-Trump dossier's author, former British spy Christopher Steele, and his apparent political motivation.
Yeah, so apparently our good old FBI at the time may have had all the information and may have had everything they needed to see that it was politically motivated. But did they care? No, not when you have fucking select people in there who want to give up. Did they give them the unredacted? They gave the unredacted report to them quite a long time ago. Barr authorized people to come down to the Department of Justice, wherever his office is, and read it. It gave them the opportunity to read it there. Christopher Steele, well, is a British spy. So technically he is a foreign spy in all rights. And with the Mueller report, Barr has said multiple times, and he said on record during the first run of his testimony, hey, it's you can see the unredacted. Like, you can see the unredacted already.
Timing matters here because it appears the warning came in mid-October 2016, 2 weeks before the surveillance warrant application for a Trump campaign aide. Senators Johnson, Grassley, and Graham write that a senior State Department official met with Steele and took handwritten notes that show the opposition research firm Fusion GPS, led by Glenn Simpson and Peter Fritsch, paid by Democrats, were deeply involved. According to the notes, Steele and possibly others were, quote, keen to see this information come to light before the election. Now, Senator Graham wants the records declassified, including this heavily redacted October 13, 2016 email. Senator Graham believes the email was sent to the FBI and likely the counterintelligence unit running the FBI Russia investigation.
So, you guys were asking why Barr being held in contempt? I have no fucking clue. The logical arguments they've made don't make sense. They want the whole unredacted version, which includes grand jury testimony and grand jury situations in it. And they want it released to the general public, which, I mean, to be quite honest, I think there was like 13% or 10%, something like that was what was redacted. Now, Barr has offered people in the Senate and the Congress in general to see and read it unredacted in a secure facility. I think that's him doing his due diligence. That's him following the law of grand juries and the way grand juries are supposed to be handled in these kind of situations. He's following the law. The Democrats aren't happy with the results. They wanted to try to hold him in contempt for not releasing the first, 10 pages and the last 9 or whatever of the Mueller report when Mueller asked for it about 2 weeks before he released the whole thing. Now, they wanted him to release the intro and the outro of Mueller's statement. That's what Mueller requested. And Barr said, I'm going to be releasing the whole thing. We can wait till then. So they wanted those 19 pages, and they're pissy about that. They're holding him in contempt for shit like that, which does not make any kind of fucking sense at all. At all.
FBI is now on notice on October the 11th that their confidential informant is trying to get the dossier out for political purposes, and that the State Department figured out the Democrats paid for it. How could they then go get a warrant based on that same document and not tell the court what the State Department told them?
These records have now
Lindsey Graham is apparently dealing with the sniffles. He sounds fucking horrible right there. But basically, they wanted to get the Steele dossier out right before the election and in time to, sway the election.
Gone to the Justice Department's Inspector General Michael E. Horowitz. His office has not been commenting on the status of his investigation into alleged FISA surveillance abuse during the 2016 campaign. But based on my experience, he's got these new records that could ultimately delay the release of his report, Sandra.
All right, Catherine Herridge, thank you.
Aaron Cross saw the fucking A, dude. Aaron Cross saw the unredacted bits, and it said, drink more Ovaltine. Strange how I just subbed now, but I've been getting notification that you're live for some time now. Apparently, YouTube's... okay, so YouTube, if you don't know, they've put out in statements recently that they're a bunch of jackasses. Well, one, they don't notify everyone who's subscribed to you when you go live. They notify the people who are most likely to watch your live streams. So if you've watched one of my live streams, you're more likely to get a notification for my live streams. If you're, however, one of the first, 300-400 subscribers I have, then you're most likely not, because those people were watching the created content and never really got into the live streams. But if you watch people's live streams while they're live and you interact with them in their chat, they're going to notify you before they notify anyone else. It's fucking stupid. You ring the bell and you turn on all this shit on purpose, but we're not going to notify everyone. Welcome to YouTube 2019. Fucking idiots. Now, speaking of stupid social media platforms and stupid situations, besides our government's royal fuck-ups when it comes to things, yeah, I don't know why it's called a notification or a notification bell. I don't fucking know. Because I get people who I don't even watch their content, but I've seen a live stream of them, like because I'll be clipping them or something, and I'll get notifications and I'm not subscribed. Here is the thing. There's been some calls by people closely affiliated with Facebook. I don't know if you guys saw this. This happened on Friday night or Saturday to basically break Facebook up. And one of those calls was, by Chris Hughes. Chris Hughes, if you guys don't know, is not Eduardo Savron. He's not the twins. He's not Sean Parker. He is one of the other co-founders, little known, and Mark's original roommate. He is calling for Facebook to be broken up.
This is me back in my college days, and this is my roommate, Mark. Together, we founded Facebook in 2004. Now, 15 years later, I think Facebook has grown too big and too powerful.
Uh-oh. Oh, Facebook. Holy shit. Holy shit, Facebook. The co-founder. That's not a good look.
Every week brings new headlines about privacy violations, election interference, or mental health concerns. I haven't been at the company in over a decade, but I feel a sense of responsibility to account for the damage done. Americans have the power to right the ship through government action.
Okay, so if you want to right the wrong and everything else, let's anyone that's been kicked off of Facebook, conservative or otherwise, how about you give them a little bit of your money you made, because you know you're making a shit ton of money. You know you are.
We need new regulations. It's time to break up Facebook.
So yeah, Aaron, you bring up the other media giants, but take a look. He's going to drop a stat that I hadn't heard of. Guaranteed there's some crossover, obviously, between the platform usages. But listen to this. Listen to this fucking stat for Facebook. It's fucking insane.
The early days of Facebook tell a classic American story of innovation and entrepreneurship. From our college dorm room, we started a little social network for our friends that exploded in popularity and connected the world.
Yes, originally it was like Hot or Not, and it was supposed to be for rating broads. Oh, man. If only they would have stayed like that and just been about letting everyone have a voice and, rating women. I mean, Facebook would still be, awesome, guys.
Mark's hustle in those early years made it possible for Facebook to dominate our rivals like Friendster, MySpace, Tumblr, and many others. These competitors made us better.
You think this music is fair use? The competitors did make Facebook grow and change and shift and get better. And that's why it is, honestly, Facebook is probably the longest lasting social media platform out there right now. If you don't take into consideration things like fucking I don't even know if there are still places like that might be considered social media, like chat channels and shit like that, like you had on AOL. But even discounting the fact that MySpace basically shut down for a while and came back as music only pretty much, Facebook has still been a more consistent, long-running platform. It is the longest-running social media platform and still used really ridiculously heavily to this day. And they own some of the biggest platforms out there.
And then we beat them out. This is how it's supposed to work in America. Hard work leads to economic success. You start a small business and compete on the merits to provide a better product. Today, nearly 3 billion people use Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and they're all owned and controlled by the same company. Of every dollar spent buying ads on social media, 84 cents goes to Facebook.
84 cents for social media buys. Any kind of marketing or anything done on social media. Now, that includes through Instagram and Facebook. That I don't know. They're obviously not including Google into this calculation because Google is the number one ad buy and number one space for ads when it comes to this kind of shit. But Facebook, out of all the social media platforms, takes up 84% of every dollar.
It's now worth over $500 billion. That's roughly the size of the GDP of the bottom 65 countries in the world combined. It's not just that Facebook is a really big social network, it's everything. When a single company dominates any market, they become susceptible to abusing their power.
Yeah, no shit. Like people who might be doing, I don't know, conservative thought, might be, nationalists, whether it be just traditional nationalism where you love America, or white nationalism, black nationalism. Well, one of those is okay, the other isn't. White nationalism, well, you're banned. You're banned. You're no longer allowed on the platform. We're going to go ahead and silence the fuck out of you. Facebook should buy third world countries. I know, aren't they supposed to be like socialists who hate fucking, corporate America? I mean, not corporate America, but fuck, dude. Capitalism. So maybe they could give some of their money away? I mean, right? They push all the socialist bullshit.
Social networking is like most other American industries. There used to be plenty of healthy competition, but now many industries are controlled by just one or two companies. Companies often create an illusion of choice. You think there are hundreds of beer brands out there, but they're all made by one or two companies. Why is this a problem? Well, when companies get too big, they get sloppy and careless. And that leads to things like poor privacy practices, enabling foreign actors to meddle in elections, the spread of violent rhetoric, fake news.
Spread of violent rhetoric is stupid. They should allow people to say whatever the fuck they want, wherever the fuck they want, because, well, it's protected by law. And if you want to play this I'm a global brand bullshit, then you need to set and play rules for every country, period. Like, you need to follow every country's rules if you're going to be a global brand. So in the U.S., should be more open. Free speech should be a thing, as is written in the Constitution and reinforced by the Supreme Court countless fucking times. And yet, I mean, even if he is a liberal, I do appreciate him calling out Facebook for what it is, as one of the people who I guarantee you still has a massive amount of stock in it, still has stock in Facebook, and is willing to, I don't know, piss off Mark, piss off the company, because he's still apparently pretty friendly with Mark, from what I've read and what Sicko told me about the situation, because Sicko's the one who brought this to light.
and the unbounded drive to capture more of our data and attention. I often hear people say, I'm shutting down my Facebook account. Thank God for Instagram. Not realizing that Instagram is owned by Facebook. People are powerless in this situation because there's nowhere else to go. Monopolies stifle innovation. Facebook snatches up competitors by buying them before they get too big, or by copying their innovations. Despite all the money and hype being poured into new startups, there hasn't been a single major social media platform launched since 2011. The harm...
Ooh, I never heard that stat because, again, I don't usually watch the whole thing. Holy shit, what's up, Primordial Soup? Apparently, there have been no new social media platforms started since 2011. Jesus Christ. Instagram may be more lenient. Either that or it's just not as widespread when it comes to images because it's supposed to be in the art sphere. Now, they still carry, if you look at their policies, they still carry the same shit as Facebook because they are the same company.
It goes beyond the economy, though. It goes to democracy itself. When companies become empires, people are stripped of power. Facebook's employees write complex rules called algorithms that decide what you see in your newsfeed. Facebook can decide what messages get delivered and which don't, and what exactly makes for violent or inappropriate content.
Which we all know, and that's where one of the major issues is, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, well, Mob Tech's right. Gab is a nothing burger. Let's take a look at that real fast. Let's look at it. So technically it was launched in 2016 under a private beta and then open registration in 2017. Now, maybe it's because of the way the site is not readily accessible or readily received by people. If Gab got too big, someone like Facebook or Twitter would buy Gab out. They would buy Gab out and basically shut it down. Now, this would limit option. And that's the one thing that he's trying to point out is there's a limiting of competition because these companies...
And it's a bang.
Thank you for the subscription.
Now you're banned.
These companies have the monetary size to scoop these people up. You got to think Silicon Valley, there's a shit ton of startups. There's a shit ton of incubators for the next big thing, social media platforms, etc., right? And let's say someone comes up with something, a platform that would be a direct competitor to Facebook, and they get VC funding and they're having a good run at it, and Facebook's like, "Oh shit, this technology is really good. This technology would make Facebook better, or this technology would potentially harm Facebook in the long run because they'll outcompete us and they'll be a better platform than us." What do? What do? They cut them out. They buy them up. They go to the VC, which has a huge say, especially if you're a startup and you have the founder has one board seat and the VC has one or two, depending on the negotiations of the contract, maybe more. And they vote to sell, or they vote to ouster the CEO in order to push that. So if Gab doesn't show up in the App Store, it wasn't created after 2011. No, I don't think that's the case. Yeah, and that's how Silicon Valley has always been.
Insomnia FTW, I get to do the Arvo wave noise.
Yeah, Mom Tech, you gotta get some sleep over there in Australia land. But yeah, so Silicon Valley, and I went to school up in the Bay Area, and I mean, anyone in the tech field was always pushing to build the next thing, to build something that would get recognition, to be the next technology and the next breakthrough. And you know what the big we want to change. Refresh. I just saw a crash, so you're gonna see a crash too. Stupid ass fucking OBS. But yeah, so they want to be innovative. They want to be something new. They want to create something that's going to change the world. But what happens? These people come out with these amazing ideas. They come up with these amazing apps, or let's say a new algorithm. And, well, what happens? The tech monopolies buy them up. Twitter buys them up. YouTube, Google, buys them up. Why? Because they know that they could fucking hinder them. They don't want competition. The government isn't fucking regulating them. And you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Why aren't they regulating this shit? I thought we had a set of laws that did not allow for monopolies. And the argument that there's three major players out there, Facebook, Google, and Twitter. That's competitive, right? No, that's not competition. That'd be like saying that having only one grocery chain for the whole U.S. is competition because they name it differently in different areas. That'd be like saying that, I don't fucking know, because there's fucking 3 different brands of American cars that they don't want to allow any European or other brands in, that's not a monopoly. It's the shenanigans and bullshit. This needs to be settled because what? They control everything we hear, everything we see. We're in the digital age where no one reads the fucking newspaper. Look at this. This is a New York Times opinion piece, which was written by Chris Hughes. But what they have to do, they had to put it in digital media and digital space because that's what is making money.
Even Mark himself has said that he and the Facebook team have too much power over speech. Facebook does have a board of directors, but Mark owns the majority of the shares. Unlike the leader of a democracy, there are no checks and balances on Facebook. Mark has no boss, and he cannot be fired. Listen, it'd be great if Mark could fix this himself, but this, ironically, is a problem he cannot solve.
So, hold on. I know he holds majority shares, but what if, well, no, because he holds the majority. As long as he has a percentage over the top of everyone else's percent, even if they choose to ouster him, he can't be outed. He has no accountability to anyone.
We need the government to intervene with 2 steps. First, the Facebook empire needs to be broken up. America's regulated corporate empires before, and we can do it again. This isn't unprecedented. And surprisingly, it often boosts the value of these companies in the long run. Federal Trade Commission can force Facebook to unwind its acquisitions of WhatsApp and Instagram. Then we'll see real competition around social media and digital messaging.
Yeah, but the question becomes this. If they unwind their ownership, if they unwind the acquisitions, so who takes ownership at that point? Who now owns Instagram? Who now owns WhatsApp? Does it revert back?
Breaking up Facebook isn't a punishment for its economic success. It's a way to guarantee that other new companies can compete. We also need a new government agency to protect Americans from the overreach of Facebook and other companies like it. Think about it. We don't trust airlines or pharmaceutical companies to regulate themselves, and we shouldn't trust social media companies either. We need basic privacy protections and the ability for people to move their data around as they please.
I can agree with that. I think that the amount of data Facebook has on you, even if you don't have an account, is insane. You could have no Facebook account, never have signed up, and they will have data on you. 100% they will still have data on you. God damn it, I skipped backwards.
Not Facebook employees in Menlo Park. I don't think Mark's a bad...
Oh, hitting them with the free speech statement that they are basically getting to set free speech as they see fit. I don't, if it keeps refresh, if it runs into a snag, guys, just refresh. This is fucking stupid ass OBS is still acting up, and apparently fucking, I don't know what's up with the internet around here. They could be working on it or something. I'm working on a lot of shit in the area.
Bad guy. And I've made this decision to speak out because I feel a sense of responsibility for what Facebook has become. And, to be honest, I'm angry that Mark's obsession with growth led him to sacrifice security for clicks.
Yep. Co-founder of Facebook fucking slapping Mark Zuckerberg in the face. Telling him, hey, you might need to... You might need to go ahead and, I don't know, break these people up. Jovi bans people from his chat. Well, definitely. Well, guys, one of the core stories I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I'm going to go ahead and zoom past that because knowing YouTube, they'll probably fucking deem it graphic content. But the title of the article is, well, let me read it to you with the camera off, and then we'll go back to it. Mortal Kombat 11 developer diagnosed with PTSD because of game's violence. You heard that right, guys. The game's violence caused this fucking pussy to get, well, PTSD. Oh, his vagina's hurting, guys. His vagina's hurting, and he now has PTSD. You heard that right. PTSD from making a video game. This motherfucker told this to Kotaku. Like anyone's gonna believe you when you go out and reach out to Kotaku. The shithole of fucking stupidity that is Kotaku. It's no secret that the Mortal Kombat franchise is extremely violent. In fact, Mortal Kombat's gore is extreme enough that the game has actually been discussed in Congress as part of the debate on video game violence and how it may or may not impact those who play the video game. Well, scientific research shows over and over and over again that it doesn't affect violent video games. Actually, if you want to show any kind of evidence, it affects women more. It doesn't affect boys as easily as it affects women. There's been plenty said about the potential impact or lack thereof when it comes to people playing violent video games, but rarely do you hear about the people making these violent games? Fucking, hey, gamer rant. How about you have a fucking editor read your shit? While it seems most developers are able to stomach this kind of violent content, at least one Mortal Kombat developer has been diagnosed with PTSD after working on the game. And then he had his fucking period. Fucking A, dude. Are we kidding right now? Hey guys, I've been working on Mortal Kombat, and now I can't see anything beyond the fatalities. Oh my god. This Mortal Kombat 11 developer, who chose to remain anonymous, spoke to Kotaku about their experience working on the ultra-violent fighting game. This individual worked on Mortal Kombat 11 cinematics team, and as a result, had to spend large portions of their day constantly watching violent and gory animations. Oh my god. This person was also surrounded by bloody real-life research material that the animators referred to when recreating gore in Mortal Kombat. As it turns out, having to deal with the kind of graphic violence seen in Mortal Kombat 11's fatalities and elsewhere had a profoundly negative impact on this particular developer. I had these extremely graphic dreams, very violent, he said. You got his pronouns wrong, guys. I had these very violent graphic dreams, she said. I kind of just stopped wanting to go to sleep. So I just keep myself awake for days at a time to avoid sleeping. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you that sensitive? Are you that sensitive? Really? Who in their right mind? Okay. You work at a video game company. You're a developer. You can make cinematics and all that kinds of shit. And you can make cinematics anywhere, right? And you don't like the violent images. Sounds good. Don't work. You have the choices. You can work for whoever you want. You're in California, I would assume, because WB Studios, I'm pretty sure, is out of California. And, well, you have, even if you have a contract, you're still in an at-will state. So you can break the contract and go work for another studio. You could ask for an out instead of being a pussy and sitting there. Or you can go work on another WB title, like, I don't know, one of their mobile games, because you're such a fucking vag. Some of the real-life research material included YouTube videos of people being hanged. I don't think those videos actually exist. You might want to stop making up that bullshit, because I don't know if they actually have hanging videos, but who knows. Photos of real-world murder victims, videos of animals being slaughtered. The scary part was always the point at which new people on the project got used to it, and I definitely hit that point. So you got used to it and then unused to it? You know what game you're working on, dude. How fucking dumb are you? This particular Mortal Kombat 11 developer decided to seek mental health counseling, and it was then that they were given a diagnosis of PTSD. It's unclear if this individual is still working at NetherRealm Studios in some capacity, but it implied that they have left the company at some point in 2018. So why? Why are you trying to make this up, I don't know, months later? At least 5 months, because if they left in, I don't know, 2018, why? Why is this such a big ordeal? Who gives a fuck if this pussy got PTSD? The person made the choice to leave, and there you go. Get the fuck out if you can't deal with it. It's not rocket science. It's not fucking rocket science. This isn't the first disturbing story about Mortal Kombat 11's development process to come out. Mortal Kombat 11 was also accused of having excessive crunch time, which also had a negative impact on health of NetherRealm employees. Perhaps the crunch combined with the disturbing imagery is what led to the PTSD diagnosis for this particular pussy. And it will be interesting to see how NetherRealm responds to the situation. At the time of writing, NetherRealm has not issued a statement on the matter, because the person literally worked on the game probably for a couple of days. His vagina got all sore and torn up, and he couldn't sleep, and came in as a shitty fucking employee and should have been fired. Oh, I have PTSD now, guys. It's like I've been to real war and shit because I saw gruesome images. Oh my God. It's like, oh man. This is... I wonder if this is a good reason for girls to be less represented in the programming/gaming field, just saying. I don't think so. I think that girls can be programmers and gamers and all that shit, but they need to stop imposing their will and expecting higher pay and all that shit. Just because you come out of school and you can develop a game or work on code and stuff doesn't mean you get the same entry or your same high level pay as others. And that's the kind of shit you're seeing with this shit. Mortal Kombat 11 did nothing wrong. You chose to work for NetherRealm. You know what game they fucking develop. Hey, I have advice for you. Vagina mouth. How about you take your period and go cry somewhere else? You have PTSD? Man, you are the biggest pussy in the world. You weren't in Fallujah. You weren't in Iraq or Afghanistan or any other fucking war. You don't get PTSD from that shit. Either you're just doing it because I want the publicity and I want to make the game look bad. I wonder if this anonymous employee left of his own accord or was fired. Because if the anonymous employee was fired because they were quote unquote sleepless and couldn't sleep because of all the gruesome fatalities, I wonder if their work quality just dipped and that's why they're now saying this shit. Is he going to try to sue him? No, because he doesn't have the right. To be quite honest, I mean, technically, maybe he could. I don't know. But the simple matter of the fact is he chose the job, knowing what the studio makes. Because what else is NetherRealm making right now? I'll bet you this fucking dumbass was fired. And, well, he didn't self-diagnose. He went to a medical professional. And that medical professional was a first-year graduate from gender studies with an emphasis in psychology. Oh. Fucking, we can all just press S to spit on this dumbass's grave. Yeah. Because you don't deserve to be in the industry anymore. Go work on My Little Pony's Butthurt Adventure and you'll be good to go. I mean, it's no more for you. Bye-bye, stupid. Bye-bye, stupid. Oof. The stupidity in this day and age. It's a fucking game. Okay, you had to look at real-world images. Okay, I understand that. But here's where it gets weird. Maybe if you knew you were going to go work for NetherRealm, what fucking game do they make? They haven't made any other game besides Mortal Kombat in how long? What'd you want? What'd you want to work on? Why would you apply for NetherRealm if that's where you were going to go? You get that, right? How stupid that is? It's the game studio that makes Mortal Kombat. It's what they're known for. That's it. That's all they're known for. And that's all they fucking make, really. They used to make games back in the day. But, I mean, come on. What do you fucking expect? I don't know. This shit's getting out of hand. It's getting stupid. It's getting fucking stupid. Sorry about that. It automatically started when I was clicking around trying to find my next video because I didn't get to load it.
Georgia.
Cool. I do wanna play this for you guys, and then we're gonna have a little premiere. We're gonna have the premiere of, well, it's nothing major, I'll tell you that, but it is an intro. It is a start. This developer gets real milk in his latte and goes into the fetal position from trauma. No, this developer gets soy in his lattes and then goes into the fetal position. Come on, get it real. We know they aren't drinking real milk. I'm going to murder fucking OBS. Going to fucking murder OBS. Swear to God. Swear to fucking God. Swear to fucking God. I haven't had this massive amount of drops in forever. It is fucking my show up today and it's getting out of fucking hand. Mike's content for 5. I had my P turned into a V. Seriously. Holy fuck. I just wanted to, I don't know, step away for 5 fucking seconds. Have a fucking smoke. Then come back and premiere this for you guys. And OBS decides to be, you know what? I'm going to sue fucking, I don't know, whoever. Because I have PTSD from OBS fucking dropping. Wow. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. 1.2% frame loss. 1.2%. I've never had it that fucking high. Never had it that fucking high. Are you kidding me right now? And if it's the internet here, get fucked. Get fucked. How much do internet companies charge people nowadays? How much? Alt F4 will not. I'm not stupid. How much do internet companies charge for this shit? 60, 80, 100? This is fucking gay. Ugh. Anyways, I'm going to have a smoke. Hopefully it doesn't drop 27 more fucking 1,000 frames because it's already dropped 1,800 frames. Depends on the region. Yeah, but even still, let's say California, for good, decent internet with let's say 100 up, 25 down. I mean, no. 25 down, 100 up, 60, 70 bucks. Right? But you can't maintain that shit. And if it's not the internet and it's OBS, fix your fucking software. It's not fucking rocket science. I know you're free and all that, but fix it so it's not dropping this shit. Because it's not on the Restream side. Restream's not fucking doing it. It's fucking either OBS or the fucking internet. And if it's having those sporadic drops, that's fucking throttling. Get fucked. Fucking Spectrum, AT&T, whoever the fuck is the internet provider, you can get fucked. All right. Now that I'm done yelling at the fucking shittiness, I'm going to have a smoke. 1.2% fucking frame drop. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't use the Streamlabs version. I use the fucking actual OBS software. No. Yeah, it's probably, well, but it's, I don't fucking know. No, I don't use Streamlabs versions at all because that's stupid. I use the actual OBS Studio and the downloaded version, and makes me want to fucking murder someone. Anyways, let's go to the next little bit I wanted to share with you guys about, well, Georgia's heartbeat bill and how, well, Hollywood is trying to weigh their influence. And I'm going to step away. This is a 3-minute video. I'm going to have a smoke. Within 3 minutes, I'll probably smoke 2 cigarettes because this shit is fucking making me want to kill myself in Minecraft. And I'll be right back. Fucking A, dude.
Governor Brian Kemp officially signing the heartbeat bill prohibiting abortions once the heartbeat is detected.
All right, now several production companies and more than 100 actors vowing to boycott any filming in the state. Here's what Georgia Senator David Perdue had to say earlier on this show.
These companies are there for a reason. Georgia does more traditional movie production than any other state, including California. It's ironic that several of these companies that are threatening to boycott have yet to do business in Georgia. Well, it just shows the rhetoric is more important than reality. This is not a radical right or a liberal left issue here in Georgia. It's a moral issue, and I think the people of Georgia have spoken.
Here to react is Dean Cain, actor and executive producer of Gosnell. Good morning to you.
Good morning. You guys look great and sunny in this rainy New York weather. That's a guy that's leaving to go to sunny California. Yes, sir. So what do you, go ahead.
You did the movie about Dr. Gosnell who performed all those abortions, and you are an actor. So what do you think about what's happening in Georgia and these actors saying we're going to boycott?
I think the senator said it pretty well. I think it's pretty interesting that there are several companies who are saying we're going to boycott that have never filmed there. I thought that was hysterical. But, you know, it's very simple. The Georgia voters put their legislators in place. They legislated this. It passed their House. It went to their governor. The governor campaigned saying, I would sign this if it's passed. He got in. He signed it. It's these people of Georgia made they made their mark. They made their decision, and that's what they did. Now we have Hollywood coming in and saying, listen, we want you to have our values. We're going to tell you what you should do and how you should do it in your state. I don't think they understand, the civics very well. They don't know how it works. They're going to pull their money out, or they say they will. There's a huge infrastructure in Georgia, and if what the senator said is right, there's more production there than in Los Angeles. Yeah. It ain't going to happen.
Well, I think there are 7 states now where they have a heartbeat bill on the books. What it does is it establishes when life begins, essentially, personhood, which is at 6 weeks. The people who are pro-abortion, they don't like that.
No, they don't like that at all. And look, it doesn't, but here's the thing, whether you agree with the bill or not, and then this is the point for Georgia, is that's what the state decided. Those voters decided that. So you can't listen. Hollywood pretending to be the bastion of of moral superiority is an absolute joke because Hollywood is not. by any
Right.
stretch of the imagination.
So how would you feel, with that governor of Virginia, who mysteriously is still in his job? So how would you feel about doing something in Virginia, knowing that he's okay with a baby being born and slowly taking its life?
Listen, my job is my job. I would go to work there. If I didn't like that, I would speak out against it. But it wouldn't stop me from going to work. Not at all. And listen, I don't agree with Governor Northam at all. And it's kind of something that Kermit Gosnell did. Kermit Gosnell looks at Ralph Northam and goes, yeah, that's exactly kind of what I was doing, except he was going a little more proactive and snipping the spinal cords. But I wouldn't tell a state what they had to do. I understand the idea of federalism. I understand the idea of states' rights. And I don't think Hollywood should be telling anybody what they should do. And I promise you, listen, Hollywood's a bottom line town. It's money. Now,
and he's 100% correct. There's so many companies that came out and were like, oh, we're not filming shit in Georgia. We're not filming shit in Georgia anymore because of a heartbeat bill. It's their right. It's their state. And like, you're going to stop filming there. Are you fucking kidding me? All of the Marvel movies are filmed in Georgia. Why? Because it's cheaper. Because they have a nice range of lands and climates and different things. So why in the fuck would they stop? They're in it for the money. They're in it for the money.
Some people, and some of these people are people I like and respect tremendously, but I just disagree with them completely.
Well, keep in mind, Hollywood wanted Stacey Abrams to win.
Yeah, well,
they were even campaigning.
Where is some of that money going right now to Stacey Abrams and her organization to help fight that? So she didn't win, although she hasn't gotten that memo yet. I don't think she did not. She has
win. Not admitted.
Admitted that Governor Kemp won, and he signed it into law, and that's the way it works.
Yes, and when your government and people decide, well, hey guys, this is what we're going to do. This is the people's will. Well, at least they're staying true to it. You fucking idiots. Anyways, guys, so I'm going to shut my face off. I'm going to be premiering something for you guys here. And actually, I want to pull it up that way it's all set. Sorry. I'm going to mute too because I'm going to fucking laugh the whole time. And I don't want to ruin the experience for you guys. Okay? Don't mind the editing's fine, but you're going to see some shadowing and shit, and it's because of certain things we need to work out. This is not how it's shot. There are external, out in the real world stuff that will be coming out. Hopefully by Wednesday or Thursday, I'll be putting and having together an actual situation. Well, man, fucking A, dude. Let's jump into this. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on. Why? Hold on. Why is it? There we go. Hold on. Here we go. Sorry.
Ahoy there. I be Captain AIDS. I've been stranded on the internet for exactly 69 days. Can you believe that? Hey, AG, do you know what 69 is?
Yes, I've been on the internet.
It's kind of like this thing where you do this to each other. You can alternate it with the and
yes.
It's pretty intense.
So you're a fan of 69?
I mean, I just kind of found out about it.
Okay.
So I have enlisted the help of my first mate, AGluck. So we're gonna go out hunting for my ship because I've been stranded here for so long. I don't know where to go anymore. But apparently I've been getting this odor down there, so I need to go get tested for internet AIDS. Hey, let's get my wiener tested, buddy. Oh, this? Yeah, I took it off some goop after he turned into a Rice Krispie. If you want to keep up to date with me, your captain, aim, and keep it locked on AfterNoonWave, 11 a.m. PST, Monday to Friday. See you later, faggots. Ahoy!
Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. Wait. No, that's Captain AIDS, and that's Sicko. Oh. I fucking wish. I wish. Okay, let me see if I can. Now all of this is shot in 4K. We shot it in 4K, but because of the way Discord works, I had to downgrade it like massively to be able to send off a little snippet. I'm gonna give you guys a small taste, a very small taste of some of the footage we have and what's to come from the real world footage. Now, mind you, this has not been edited. This has not been cleaned up in any way. This is a sneak preview of, some of the footage we've got, set up. Oh, why is it? Hold on. Why are you fucking downloading? No. What the fuck just happened? Apparently, do I have to download it? Hold on. Why? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to. Why is it? It's fucking downloading it. I'm gonna have to show it as a video, so I'm gonna have to pull my OBS. If I would have known I was gonna have to pull it as a video onto my OBS, I would have just fucking showed you guys and actually uploaded it to the computer instead of running it through what's it called? Through fucking Discord. Because I just pulled, I sent some to Blues Dolls so she could see what's going on. Let me get this. Let's see. Not video. There we go. Media source. So let me pull this in for you guys.
Oh.
So it's gonna.
Well, boys, it's official.
Why is it doing this? Why does it have no audio?
It gave me AIDS.
Hate when this shit does this.
They gave me all this AIDS protection shit.
Audio.
It's too late. It's too late.
Delete that. What I'll do is I'll upload it as we're talking on the next topic, and you guys will get a little. Oh, you guys can hear. Why can't I hear it? Weird. Oh, it was playing audio. Okay, let me pull it back up, and let me actually fix the size then. See, that's the weird thing. I couldn't fucking.
Well, boys, it's official. The internet gave me AIDS. They gave me all this AIDS protection shit. It's too late. It's too late.
That's pretty much a little snippet of what we have going on. Oh man. Yeah, and the shit we got into this weekend, oh wow. There is a fuck ton of shenanigans that we got into this weekend alone from this fucking thing. It's gonna be fun to edit this, and well, why is it? Now my fucking layout's all fucked up. Anyways, but yeah, so we got into a lot of shit this weekend and did a lot of different stuff. It's gonna be It's gonna be a good play on the bit. It's oh no, he just has internet AIDS, guys, and well, it's a pretty curious case, if you know what I mean. We actually went and made asses of ourselves in the real world. So well, one of us made asses. So apparently, because of this shit, it fucked up. Because of oh no, I know what's doing it. There we go, fixed. Ebola, cancer, AIDS, yeah, pretty much. So moving away from Captain AIDS, that will be up on the channel. Well, actually, now I'll open it up, and we will. I'm actually, because okay, so those of you who don't know, the Future Nobody has been live streaming on mute for 30 minutes, really. So the last little bit, I'm going to take and use, because the ROTC guys asked me for a basically commercial bit for their, I don't know, their commercial video. And, well, it's going to be in their, 5-minute commercial video. Captain, my captain, and matey. Yeah. So, well, apparently, the Knox County Mayor, Glenn Jacobs, well, he was doing a promo at a symposium for sports and tourism in the area.
Though, with the NASC here, we're going to reach new heights. And I'd like to thank all of you for being here and for working with Ken and Chad and everyone at Visit Knoxville Sports Commission. I'm also so excited that you guys are going to get to experience all the wonderful things that we have.
So Kane's out doing his mayoral stuff and, talking to people, trying to bring some, I don't know, tourism to the area, and working on building a relationship with these different companies and whatnot. And, well,
in Knox County, I mean, we have a world-class zoo. We have wonderful nightlife. I'm almost done. We have great nightlife. We have markets. You know who I am, right? Well, yeah, I'm mayor, but that's not all.
Oh, WWE is gonna pop me for that. Fucking dicks. I know they're gonna pop me for the fucking music, even though it was only like a few seconds.
So, as I was saying, welcome to Knox County. I hope you all have a wonderful time, and I expect to see you back here very soon. Or else. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Man, if I lived there, I would vote for him just because it really is like idiocracy now. And that's how you get reelected. Yeah, no shit. Honestly, the dude knows how to play it up. He knows what got him popular. And, he can be a showman for bringing people in and, building the office. It is pretty fucking spot on. So good. There's a few things that I think he'll do well, which is playing to the audience and to his voters. And if he keeps making, strides for them and trying to, I don't know, build out the city and get more people to come in tourist wise and whatnot, and we'll see what he does. I am going to make the Captain AIDS Day 69 Captain AIDS log available. It is set to unlisted right now, so I'm going to go ahead and make that available if you guys want to take it and make whatever the fuck you want out of it. We will also, anyone who wants to, I don't know, see some of the other stuff. What I'm thinking about doing is when I get the edits done on this shit and get this stuff coming through. Yeah, I couldn't hear it, but it played through for you guys, which is good. We'll be doing, maybe I'll do a premiere once it's actually live. Obviously, I'll avoid the Nightwave time slot and what's called, and I'll do an actual YouTube premiere. And I think if we can get the bits out there, and then the stuff we're doing out in the real world, and even just the because okay, I'm straight-laced in a lot of ways when it comes to shit I do here. I'm not a big comedian kind of guy. Yeah, I'll make some jokes and stuff, but adding this kind of thing from the mind of fucking a sick fuck, also known as sicko. No. Adding the meme element and the goofiness and the random skits, which will, I don't know, hopefully drive some creativity into the channel. And it's been a lot of fun getting out and actually doing the stuff out in the real world and seeing people react and interacting with people in a very, very weird situation. Warski already beat Captain AIDS by having more expensive hair. No, Warski loses to Captain AIDS because, I mean, Warski's from the internet. And he's part of the reason the captain now has AIDS. It's okay, guys. Hopefully he'll be able to find his ship. We'll help him get there, and we'll be able to get these things, out of the way. And he'll have to deal with the real world for a little bit, or being stranded on the internet because, well, it would be cool to do that, and I think the character would be a good drop in, and that's why I wanted to show Blues Dolls it, because after the first time when he sat down in the chair and was on the stream, she asked if she could create a character model, and so I wanted to share some of the stuff with her so she could see what was going on, and it gets a little spicy, and I'm going to have to do some selective editing, but I think maybe on the backup channel, on the Battle Royale channel that I haven't fixed yet, I'll post unedited content there, because if that channel catches a strike, I'm not streaming on it, so whatever. Anyways, there's a song that came out recently, guys, and I wanted you guys to hear it. I wanted you guys to enjoy this glorious song.
I predict that Andy Warski is on such a downtrend mentally and physically that within the next 7 years, Andy Warski will have AIDS.
I need some dick now.
Andy and Ethan in Knoxville were together.
I'm getting dick tonight.
Okay, I'm going to play that again because I got distracted by chat. Frozen, can you pull the Battle Royale channel's link if you remember it? If not, I'll post it later.
I'm getting dick.
Andy and Ethan in Knoxville were together.
I'm getting dick tonight. I'm getting dick right now. After the show, I'm getting dick. I want to put a dick inside of me. Preferably Ethan Ralph's dick. What up? Hey. I'm sucking dicks all night. What up? Hey. all night. Dicks all night. I'm sucking dicks all night. I'm getting dick tonight.
From what I understand, even though Ethan's the bottom, Ethan gets around.
Maybe there's no such thing as a bottom and a top. Maybe we could be both.
Ethan told me that, when he was in jail, he just discovered a different facet of himself.
There were some rough dudes in there.
All right, here's the original song.
What up? Hey. I'm sucking dicks all night. Dicks all night. What up? Hey. I'm sucking dicks all night. Getting dick tonight. What up? Hey. I'm sucking dicks all night. Dicks all
Holy
night.
shit.
What up? Hey. I'm sucking dicks all night. Getting dick tonight.
Twilight Sparkle is the best pony.
Oh, fucking A, dude. Holy shit. Oh, man. Odeker, or however you pronounce your name, dude. Holy shit. I think I might take that and put like fucking a bunch of footage to it of their IRL stuff. Or take the Miami footage. I'm gonna reach out and ask this person if I could borrow the song and put it on fucking Miami footage. Oh shit. Oh man. That fucking yeah, so that was used holy shit, yes you could. You could send it because it would play a portion of the audio on his stream as long as he has media enabled. If he doesn't have media enabled, there you go. That's the backup. It'll be switched to AfterNoonWave channel, and we'll put the unedited versions of Captain AIDS up there. I'm gonna try to get the edit done on the actual live footage because it's so fucking good. There's so much footage we got, and it plays off of what he was explaining in the promo. And, I think I'm going to take the ending. My dick is peeling like an orange. What do I do? Yeah. Go see a doctor, man. Stop fucking those hoes. Oh, and I think I'm going to get that sound and that audio over to Mersh and Royce for the commercial that they said they would drop in. So, ooh. Well, okay. I wasn't going to talk about them, but might as well. It's Monday. Hopefully we'll get to see Geek Thulu back on Warpath. Oh, wait. He's been too busy doing what now? Oh, nothing? Playing video games? What's he doing since the Monday show last week? Well, he wasn't on Wednesday. Andy was fucking spurging out. What was he doing on Friday? Oh, nothing. Andy was taking tests to see how fucking intelligent he was or not. His IQ test rated him a 111. Average. You were banned for saying aim. You were banned for asking him why he hit on an underage tranny. Oh, remember, rubbing alcohol is for muscle relief, not for wanking. All I know is that Andy put out a video. I'm not going to subject you guys. He put out a video in order to, I don't know, piss off the internet, go opposition to everyone else. I have no clue why or what the logic in putting.
So why do people hate James Charles?
Putting out a opposition video to what everyone's saying about James Charles being a scumbag, James Charles losing his content, and not content, losing all the shit that he's lost with his subscriber base and everything. And it's 616 to 1.2 down. Now, is the production quality there? Yeah, it's fucking Andy doing edited content. It's Andy doing it's a boost. And you're right, it is transparent. It is an opposition video in order to basically go into the opposite perspective of what everyone else is. Maybe chasing, I don't know, after some publicity from James Charles. Maybe, yes, basically it is a defense of James Charles. Cognitive Thought covered it yesterday. I'm not going to dive into it or make you guys listen to this. I listened to it. Some of his points were okay. But the point is that he does not know what he's talking about. And, yeah. So, and that was a real 4-hour test with a psychologist, not that online bullshit. No. Oh, your test was? Yeah. His was a online test, and honestly, unless it's a sanctioned online test, I don't trust it. But either way, whether he's between 90 and 110 or whatever, 111, it's still on the average scale. This whole thing is basically a pull to get people to, I don't know, hate him even more. It's cool that he's doing edited content again. That's what he needs to fucking do. He needs to be doing edited content. And he needs to actually put the time into what he's putting out there instead of just going on streams and getting mad at what the people actually say to him and the memes that people have taken into consideration and basically slapped at him. I mean, shit. We memed on him at the end of the Captain AIDS video. Why? Because it's fucking easy pickings. And it worked well with lines we wanted to go with. I think, okay, I'll tell you this. Of the Captain AIDS video, the scripted section was basically until he starts talking about 69. And that was completely off the cuff. Cringe creepiness. The why does he have a samurai sword? Well, because he took it off of Gook. All ad libs. And the shit out in the world is all ad libs. The easier part is when you could just film and use editing in order to put things together. It's so much better because you're not sounding scripted. You don't sound fake. And you know what? You guys are going to see Captain AIDS go get tested and find out what happened to him. My son took one last year and got 122 and he was 5. Yeah, well, there you go. A 5-year-old beat out Andy Worski's internet test. Last time I took a true, not on the internet, actual IQ test in high school, I was high 130s. I don't know if IQ can decline or not. I'm sure it can. It can actually, I would assume that it can go up and down as well, but I don't know. I probably have slipped, but then again, I don't know. I keep in the loop with shit, and I keep my brain working. I don't just fucking buy into all the bullshit. Who knows? Yeah, it does go down over age, of course, unless you keep your brain active and you're constantly consuming things. Yes, from drinking, smoking weed, other drugs, stress, medical problems all affect IQ. Yeah. I mean, I've been fucking smoking cigarettes forever. Well, not forever, for fucking 13 years now. Yeah, and it fluctuates. And I think if Andy or someone else was to do, Owen Benjamin, was to do an actual IQ test, the long form one where you're proctored and everything else, I don't think it would be the same results. Snorting coke off dicks doesn't help. Benzone has a 147 IQ. He teaches farming, fence building, dog training, and logos. Not to mention, we never went to the moon. Okay, guys? Just so you know, we also don't have nuclear weapons. All right? Jesus Christ. But yeah, guys, so there it is. A premiere of Captain AIDS with an E, so the algorithm doesn't fucking kick me in the teeth. We all know what it really is. And, well, hopefully over the next few days we'll get some shit put out for you guys. I think the skit and these bits will add a new element to this show. Besides, maybe we can get one out once every couple of weeks, because we're going to be filming out in the real world and, just getting a lot of footage and putting together this. I had fun doing it. I think initially Sicko got past the stress level of performing and was really good in front of the green screen as well as out in the real world. It was like nothing. And he was able to interact with people like nothing, like no issue, and have fun with the character. So, I will say this. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out with me today, even though my internet was busted and being stupid. How was he on the casting couch? Fuck you, kitty. It's his character that he created, so he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants with it. Before we cut loose, if you guys could throw a like on the stream on your way out, if you haven't already. Also, check out the links below. I'm going to cut out a few minutes earlier. I've been running into the ROTC show every day, and I want to make sure you guys can get over there. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll put out some more sneak footage in the Discord. So if you are in the Discord, you'll get some previews. Well, it'll be snippets for sure. So check out the Discord. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And, well, we will see you again tomorrow for, episode 38. Holy shit. That many episodes. Oof. I will see you guys tomorrow. The fuck is this? I don't want sad. What? Do you guys want sad? I don't want sad. The fuck is that? Oh.